This tutorial shows you just how easy it is to add people outside your organization to your ProofHQ workflow. Online proofing frequently takes place between people in different organizations. These can be clients, suppliers, partners, in fact anyone that you collaborate with to get approval on creative projects. We strongly recommend that you do not add external people as users to your ProofHQ account. Instead, we provide a number of very simple ways to add external people to your ProofHQ workflow whilst maintaining the security and integrity of your data. The three ways that you can work with external people are to share proofs and files with them as guests, invite them to have their own personal account, or create and manage a satellite account for them. The simplest way to share proofs and files with someone is as a guest. When you share an item with a guest, they receive an email with a link that takes them straight to that item. If you shared a proof with them, the proof will open in their browser and they can start reviewing the proof immediately. If you shared a file with them, a file download page will open in the browser where they can download the file. Guests don't need to have a ProofHQ user account, a ProofHQ login, or any other setup in advance of you sharing an item with them. You just type in their email address and the item will be shared. The great thing is that you can have unlimited numbers of guests, and guests are completely free. Sometimes, however, giving someone guest access isn't enough. You may want them to have their own dashboard so they can see the proofs and files you've shared with them in the past, or keep track of proofs that they need to review, or perhaps even proofs that are late. You can also share whole folders with other users, which is something you can't do with guests. There are two ways to give external people user access to ProofHQ. The first option is to invite them to have a personal account. Personal accounts are free and you can create as many of them as you like. However, they are branded with the ProofHQ logo and they belong to your contact, so you have no admin control over them. You create a personal account by adding the person to your contacts in ProofHQ, and then on the contact details page using the new personal account function to send them an invitation and set them up with their own personal account. They receive an email telling them that a personal account's been set up for them and asking them to click a simple confirmation link to take them to that account. They can then log into the personal account at any time and the personal account will automatically display all the proofs, files and folders that you've shared with them previously. If you want greater control over the account that external users log into, then a satellite account's the best option. Satellite accounts are accounts that you can administer, brand, add and remove users from. In fact, you have the same level of control as you have over your own ProofHQ account. You can create multiple satellite accounts, typically one per external organization that you work with. Satellite accounts can be any size, from the smallest standard plan to the largest enterprise plan. Just like your own ProofHQ account, the plan that you choose for your satellite account depends on the number of users and the amount of storage that you need. You create the satellite account from the billing section of your main ProofHQ account. You can then manage the billing and administration of your satellite accounts directly from inside the billing and administration modules of your main account. So how do you decide which method to use? Typically, you would use guests when you share proofs or files with external people very infrequently or even on a one-off basis. Personal accounts are used when you share proofs or files with people more regularly. Also, you would use personal accounts if you want to share folders, for example, to provide a set of digital assets to somebody on a longer-term basis. Personal accounts give the user their own dashboard, the ability to search for items that you shared with them, and also to view archived items. Satellite accounts take your workflow to the next level. If you're working with lots of people in another organization, it can be very inconvenient for each person to have an individual personal account. With satellite accounts, you can group all those people together as users in the same account. It's also much simpler to share an item with lots of people in the same organization if they're users in the same satellite account. Satellite accounts give you full control over user access and permissions, and they also provide you with the ability to fully brand the account with either your brand or your client's brand. Satellite accounts are a particularly good way for agencies to provide value-added service to their clients, but we also have many large corporates who provide satellite accounts to their roster agencies, for example to support the submission of creative work from the agencies to reviewers inside the business. If you'd like more information about these various types of account, please contact your support or sales representative at ProofHQ.